like a Mayan pyramid and a UFO kind of coming in up from the right side, and there's these little alien women who are protecting the pepper that the aliens are sort of retracting up into their UFO with like a little beam of light. The sauce itself is fresh jalapenos and serranos, fresh garlic, some honey. It's green. It's the Verde sauce. It's really zippy, got a lot of pep, very bright, and decent heat. But it's not crazy. But that honey and the jalapeno and the serrano is really nice. That little extra, little touch of heat or sweet just kind of balances the heat really nicely. Then we'll move on to the mango. The mango madness is awesome. People love that. I mean, it's. When I go to the back of the website and I look at like what people are buying, the mango is always right there towards the top. It's fresh mango, pineapple, habanero, a little brown sugar. It's sweet. It's got a really nice sweet heat. I mean, you could put this sucker on ice cream. Salmon, it's incredible. Like a nice baked salmon with soy sauce and a little honey and toasted sesame with mango madness. It's unreal. Coconut shrimp. I mean, you could go vegan. I mean, I give a lot of recommendations for meat products, but truth be told, we eat a vegetarian diet in my own home. I'm not a total vegetarian.
Little crustaceans, fish, shrimp, and stuff will have.
100% of the time. I can't commit 100%, but at home we do. So we do a lot of tofu with mango madness. Next to the mango madness, I'll tell you about the slurp. This sauce, I think I'm gonna just say I think it's my favorite. The slurp. The label has like a pinup model on the cover. She's on the beach. She's enjoying a peach. It's like the juices are running down her face. It's really something. You gotta go on the website silkcityhotsauce.com and check out this label. If nothing else, it's fresh peaches, honey, habanero and cherry peppers with some ripe bananas. It's silky smooth. It's sweet. It's hot. It's truly one of a kind. We were invited to a honey festival last year, and she called me up and said, "Do you have any products with honey?" At the time, I didn't. So I went down to the farm. I talked to Joe and George, the two guys I mentioned earlier. They had just harvested all their peaches. They got this big orchard, and it was a big crop. They had boxes of peaches. They said, "Jeff, we'll give you a good deal. Just get rid of these peaches. They're coming out of our ears." So I got all these fresh peaches, and that's where it started. Then I went to an apiary, got some fresh local honey, get the peppers, mixed it all up. Oh, and I added a little touch of smoked chilies to this as well.
Man, you're killing me here.
Yeah,
now my mouth is watering. Oh my God.
This sauce, like people say, oh, you should enter your hot sauces into the New York City Hot Sauce Expo and try to win a prize. I mean, I'm not after winning a prize, just after making delicious sauces. But if I were to enter, I would submit the slurp. It's really cool. Our habanero sauce is called the Hot Experiment. This is a solid hot sauce. This is bright. This is powerful. It's full of habaneros and fresh roasted garlic. That's key. Don't sleep on that. There's 25 pounds of fresh roasted garlic and roasted sweet Vidalia onion. Those big sweet onions.
Yeah.
You roast those first. That's what's unique about Silk City. This is not what goes into like regular hot sauces that are available in the supermarket.
Or just imagine what goes into Ron Jeremy's house. It's his. I hope he's not cooking them out there by hand over there at his stuff. I tell you, man, I'm really now having hunger pains. Okay, but
I know. I feel like I can go on and on about the flavors, but there's only a few. Like we got the badass Jew. We mentioned that before. Fresh tomato, and this is a really unique blend of jalapeno, habanero, cherry pepper, and long hot. There's garlic, and so it's red. It's a red sauce. People are eating this stuff up. The badass Jew Now you're thinking, what in the world? Why? It's not me. I'm not I am a badass Jew. Let's be clear. But the guy on the label is a podcast host. There's a podcast called the Badass Jew podcast, and this comedian Aaron Berg interviews successful Jewish entertainers, sports stars, record producers, the whole gamut, and that's what the show is about. So they'd reached out to me and said, "Can we make a hot sauce and be on the label, help promote the show?" So that's who's on the label. It happens to look really freaking cool, but that's who he is.
Yeah, I know you support a lot of podcasts. Why don't you give a shout-out to all the podcasts that you support? And keep in mind, folks, when you go to silkcityhotsauce.com, you put in promo code ED, E-D, and you get 15% off, and you get a free bottle of hot sauce. And there's 8 different flavors, and this makes a great Christmas gift, man. If you give somebody 8 bottles of hot sauce, I'm sure they're going to love you. But real quick, what are the other podcasts you want to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, that's the other thing about me, Ed. I'm a radio listener. Grew up listening to the radio in New Jersey, New York, region. You had WOR on, so we had Bob Grant, and the nutrition show on Sundays when we used to drive up to see the grandparents.
Get off my air!
Get off my phone!
Get the hell off my phone!
So that's like I always have programs going on, but. That's the other angle of this business is I just one day thought, how can I insert myself into this medium that I love, and started reaching out to different podcasts like Sit Down Zumach, hosted by comedian Chad Zumach. He's a funny dude. He's got a great show. He's got really cool interviews with comedians and movie stars. B-rated, C-rated, nothing top tier, but some really interesting. I've been working with, like I said, the Badass Jew podcast. I'm working with a new network called The Paper House. There's a comedian named Kevin Dombrowski with a fantastic interview show. It's comedy called Just Joking. So I'm working with those guys. I was working with Christy Mayer at this Christy Mayer podcast. I work with these 2 knuckleheads out of New Jersey that are doing a show 100% about the honeymooners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Every week they just delve into one of the 39 classic episodes and just really get to the meat of the honeymooners. And I love the honeymooners. That's how I found the show. And these guys are hilarious. So I'm working with the Honeymooners podcast and the Offerman Report. I mean,
yeah, I noticed too. Stacey Pressman, right? You're doing something with Stacey as well, right?
Well, yeah, I'm working with Stacey. She's friends with all the comedians in New York City that I work with, and she's taking a hiatus because she's going to be running for mayor of New York City.
I know. She's coming on the show. I've been on her show. She's coming on my show this week. Stacey Pressman.
Is that right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, sure. I love Stacey.
That's incredible. I mean, it's such a small world. Because the fact that Stacey Pressman is very supportive of Silk City Hot Sauce. She ordered some. She tweets about it, and that's the beauty of working with the podcast community. Everybody is supportive of one another. We're all in this together. I'm making hot sauce, in small batches. We're trying to just get it to good people who have interesting listening habits, or just are really curious about the finer things. And
well, Jeff Levine, thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us some more about your Silk City hot sauce. People can go to silkcityhotsauce.com. Once again, you put in promo code ED. Help support the show. It helps support the show if you do that. Okay, and get a free bottle of hot sauce and 15% off. Jeff, thank you so much.
Hey, Ed, I appreciate it, man. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a wonderful New Year to you and your family.
Thank you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care, Ed.
Bye.